So we've talked about the toolbar at the top of the Finder and other apps. In the Finder you can of course control click, customize toolbar, and drag some of these other useful buttons up to there to the top. But you can also drag files and applications there. So I'm going to open up a second window here. In this first window I'm going to go to Customize Toolbar, and then from the second window I'm going to go down in my Docs folder. Say I've got this milestones RTF file that I need to update all the time. I can actually drag that into the toolbar there, and you can see it appears there as an icon. I can also go to the Applications folder if I want and drag something there. Let's drag the chess app, for instance. Oops. Didn't mean to drag all the way to the top. I'll just drag it into there. There we go. So now I have these two things here. If I want to open up milestones, I just click on it and it opens up. If I want to open up chess, I click on it and it opens up. So there's two new ways, two new things that you can use there in the toolbar. The trick is to have a second Finder window open so you have something to drag from to put them there. And of course I can go back to the defaults here like so. And of course you can make custom icons for folders and files. If you want to start off with an image file, you can download images from the internet. You can search for icons online and come up with some interesting stuff. Say if I want to make this Project B folder an image, say this image here, the trick is not to copy the file itself, but double click on it, go into Preview. From here select Copy. That will copy the image, not the file of the image, but the image itself. Now I go to Project B and I'm going to do Command I to bring up info on it. Click on the icon here, Command V to paste, and you can see the image appears there, and now that's the image for the folder. You can do the same thing for files. Very useful, especially if you want to have your folders stand out and things like that. Let me select it there, and I will select again and hit the delete key, and that's how you go back to the default for that. Now you saw how I had two windows open. I did Command and N for new Finder window. You can have two windows open. They could be pointed at different things. This is the miscellaneous folder, this is the Docs folder, and all of that. But you can also use tabs. So in here, instead of new Finder window, I say new tab, and now you have two tabs just like in Safari. This one's pointed at miscellaneous, and this one, say I'm in samples. And you can do that. And you have the ability to do things like merge all the windows, all the Finder windows into one, or move the existing tab into a new window. Also notice there's a little X here to close a specific tab. Tabs are really useful. If you like using them in the browser, you also like using them in the Finder for things. Here's a really simple tip. If you were to select a whole bunch of things, I can do Command A to select all the icons in here, or I can drag over a set like that. You can deselect with a Command click. So I can deselect several items. So sometimes it's easier to select all, Command A, or drag over everything and then deselect a couple items rather than individually selecting each thing. And there's just one last file tip I want to share with you, and this one also has to do with working with the file in an application. So here I am inside of the TextEdit app. So I'm going to go and I'm going to save as here, and this is the same dialog that appears if you were saving a new document, except that for you it may look like this. See how simple that is? Just a name and where, and you can just choose from some common locations. So how do you get all that stuff where you can see all the details? This little reveal button here, click that, and now you have a little Finder window. You can do list view, you can do icon view, you can click on the edge of this and expand it like that, and you could search, you can do all sorts of things. It's like having this little mini Finder here to determine where you're saving something, and that is only available if you expand the view. So that's that little button there that does that, and it should remember once you expand it. But I know a lot of people are stuck like this and they never see that button, and they always wonder how to get all that extra functionality, and that's how you do it in a save dialog box in almost any app.